Creative Destruction Lab started in 2012 at the University of Toronto with a goal to scale science-based companies. It now has 10 locations, including one at the University of Calgary, associated with the Haskayne School of Business. And I'm going to talk to Alice Reimer, who's the site lead there, about some of the energy startups that the program has mentored and got off the ground. So welcome to the interview, Alice.
Good morning. Thank you so much. I'm delighted to be here.
We're delighted to have you. Now, this is a really interesting project. And can you maybe give us an overview, please?
So let me first introduce you to Creative Destruction Lab. So you mentioned it started in 2012 at the University of Toronto at the Haskayne School of Business. We started here at the University of Calgary at the Haskayne School of Business in 2017. And Creative Destruction Lab, CDL, is an objectives-based mentorship program for what we consider to be massively scalable science and technology-based companies. And we are well suited to technologies that are coming from post-secondary institutions where there's been, years, if not decades-long research and development into that technology. And what we do is we actually help accelerate the commercial potential of those technologies. And we do that by surrounding these companies, or these ventures, if you will, with entrepreneurs who have started, founded, and exited or operated businesses of size and scale. And so that is what Creative Destruction Lab is. At the University of Calgary at Haskayne, we actually have three areas of focus. We have a general technology stream, we have an ag tech or agriculture stream, and we have our energy stream. And specifically, our energy stream operates from what we consider to be the epicenter of the energy industry in Canada. And so we bring together those entrepreneurs, those inventors, those scientists, and we're focused on the evolution of energy. And we're really looking at how we accelerate the energy systems and the diversification and the optimization, in fact, of existing resource operations.
Now, I think it's well understood in Alberta now, that we're well into an energy transition. And yes. Of course, Calgary is the home of the Canadian oil and gas industries. Many companies there. Is the focus of your energy stream clean tech or other kinds of startups that serve the oil and gas industry, or are they into clean energy and other types of energy businesses?
I'm going to answer all of the above. And so, well, not specifically clean tech, the target areas of technology for us are things such as renewable energy and energy storage, alternative energy sources. We're looking at things like carbon capture and sequestration, but at the same time, we're also interested in technologies that look at existing operations, existing resource and power operations for optimization. And so, what we're really looking for are technologies that cut across the energy spectrum, if you will, or the energy sector. And we really talk about it as an evolution. We're looking at the energy systems today, and we're looking at technologies that can help us towards that transition and evolution of energy.
Now, since 2017, in just a very short 4 years, basically, the companies that you've mentored have created equity value of $1.3 billion. That's pretty impressive.
It's very impressive. It's one of the things we're delighted and incredibly proud of the impact that we've had. And so since 2017, over $1 billion of equity value has been created. I think we're at 569 million of capital has been raised by those companies that have started and graduated the program at CDL Rockies. More than 240 million of that has been in the province of Alberta. And so what that does is that creates the evidence for the fact that these companies are coming out. They're coming from often deep science technology-based backgrounds. They're getting funded. They're getting customers, and they're actually having the impact, if you will, that we are looking for towards that energy transition.
Now, I've covered energy for a long time in Alberta, Alice, and one of the things I've always said is the amount of innovation within the energy space is just not well appreciated. And I know you talk about the innovation ecosystem in Alberta. And again, something that's not well appreciated. Where does CDL Rockies fit within that innovation ecosystem?
Well, you will not hear a bigger advocate who says the same thing about the fact that the energy sector is incredibly innovative. We're just not very vocal about it, if you will. And so, that we look at, there's some amazing technologies that come from the energy industry, and that allow us to truly operate as the energy epicenter, if you will, in terms of innovation. And so, where CDL sits from an innovation ecosystem partner is we actually are not only partnering with, not only looking for technology companies and working with technology companies that are coming from our research institutes, they're coming from, inventors, if you will, or innovators. There's some instances where technologies are being, created, if you will, in the garage. And we're also then working with the corporate partners. We're actually working with the energy companies in terms of that whole value chain and where the technology companies can participate, how they participate, and how, more importantly, how they can contribute to this transition for those energy companies. From a CDL perspective, we really are having an impact in the innovation ecosystem in Calgary, in Alberta, and in the country. We're one of 10 labs, as you know, across the globe with CDL Rockies. And we're a key tenet of commercialization. We are the one place where if you have a deep science, deep technology based invention, that we can help you accelerate that technology potential or that commercial potential.
Can you give us one or two examples of companies that have graduated from your energy stream, please?
I would be delighted to. So I'll give you a couple of examples, in fact, that are, different types of technologies. So most recently in 2019, 2020, we had a company called Ever Technologies that graduated from our lab. Ever is the first platform that is developing truly a form of green baseload energy using geothermal. Interestingly enough, that technology was invented in Alberta with directional drilling. And so they're taking a technology that's been used in the traditional sector and they're applying it into geothermal energy. And it created a whole new way to generate baseload geothermal power. Baseload energy, using geothermal. We have another company called Summit Nanotech. Summit Nanotech has created a brand new way to manage lithium extraction. That utilizes less energy, way more. It uses, in fact, it's an interesting technology that uses brine to be able to do lithium extraction. Incredibly proud of this venture. Female founder, and Amanda Hall is her name, was most recently one of the $1 million grand prize winners of the Women in Clean Tech Challenge. And so those are a couple of examples. I could go on and on forever, Markham, in terms of technology graduates or companies that have graduated from our program.
Well, for viewers, I'll just make a note that we've interviewed Amanda Hall a couple of times, and those interviews can be found on both our YouTube channel and on our Energy Student Resources portal on our website. And Alice, thank you very much. This is fascinating. I'm sure we'll be talking to you again about some of the companies that you're mentoring. This is, I can't say it enough, that the new technology and the development, but then the commercialization and adoption of those technologies is really driving the energy transition. And more often than not, it's behind the scenes. We don't see it, but we need to hear more of those stories. So thank you very much for this. Really appreciate your insights.
My pleasure. And thank you for having us.